Right, so it's been a while since you had the tattoo, but it'll all come flooding back super quick. The main thing is, have you subscribed yet? Hey everybody, welcome to Eyeliner Tattoo. So, this one, as it says right there, is some from the archive. Some of this footage is from 2020, 2021, 2022. So, I feel really bad because I genuinely, I cannot remember the name of the two ladies that I'm tattooing here, but they're two best friends, as you'll see. They both get the same design. They might have actually been sisters. I feel really bad, but I just can't remember. But one of them, as you'll see, they both get the same design, but one of them gets one heart shaded in and the other one gets the other heart shaded in. And I like doing this. Each one didn't take particularly long, and some people might think it's not much of a cool tattoo, man. But I very much disagree. I think that things like this can be more than, or at the very least just as, but sometimes more than the big chest pieces and the back pieces and and the problem nowadays, a lot of tattooers are too good to do stuff like this, man. Too good. That's beneath me to do small stuff like that, man. It's like, piss off, just do it, you know what I mean? So anyway, I enjoyed doing these, very much so. I do remember that I tattooed the first lady a while before this, and she hadn't been tattooed for a while, and it all came flooding back there. So back of that, I believe, as many of you will know, I am not, this might come as a shock, I am not a bodybuilder, but I think that might be, what would that muscle be called on the back? Trap? I don't know. But it's not the best place to get tattooed. It's a little bit spicy. But on the off chance that the two people in this are watching this, please comment below and remind me your names and who you are, and say hi, and I'll for sure say hi back. It's been that long that I just don't remember. I'm usually pretty good with names and stuff, but I just don't remember. So thank you very much, and please, if you can. It doesn't seem like much, but it makes a huge difference to me. If you can just hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this anyway, hit the subscribe button. Maybe share it with some of your friends. Let them know. Hit the like button. And thank you very much. I hope you enjoy. Take it easy. Bye.
Yeah, that's me. I'm off for 2 weeks. So
oh, nice.
This week, out doing stuff with the kids this week, and then it's me and the missus next week ourselves. So
What are you doing?
well, this week the kids want to go-karting, so we're going go-karting tonight. Then it's the circus down at Livingston on Wednesday.
Oh, aye.
And then Thursday it's the indoor climbing arena out at Newbridge.
Nice.
So,
You'll not be climbing, will you?
no, me.
My wife showed me a thing on TikTok last night, and it's an indoor go-kart thing, but they've digitally projected the Mario Kart track onto the floor, and like folk can, it's all connected with like lasers and shit, and somebody can throw it. Next up, I really can't, pissed off I can't remember the gentleman's name, but I didn't do any of this work you can see here, but it's yeah, not particularly great. So he asked me if I would black out his hand, and at a later date we did put something white on top of it. I believe it was a Hanya mask. I can't find the footage, but if I do find the footage, I'll put it in another video. I have checked just now, but I can't seem to find it. But you'll see a photograph in a second of the blacked out arm. If you do want stuff blacked out, then give me a shout. If I do say so myself, I'm really good at it. I know what to do. It's not as easy as you might think, but yeah, here's the finished product from a couple years ago. As I say, super fun for me, and I hope you enjoy it. Next up, we have, just before I go any further, it's, I don't know, 11:30, 12 o'clock. That's my wife eating a sandwich. I specifically asked her not to lean in and go and eat a sandwich like that, but she thought she'd do that anyway, because she is indeed a wanker. However, one day a guy comes in, and I hadn't tattooed him before, hadn't seen him before, and I done what I'd done with everybody. What do you do? You know, where do you live? Blah, blah, blah. And he was a driving instructor. Now this would have been, and I know this because I just got a letter through saying I've been driving 10 years and I need to update my photo license thing. And anyway, George, this gentleman's name, came in, and a good friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, Martin, had been sitting in the car with me, my own car, and letting me drive to and from work, avoiding the motorways and stuff, you know, legally. So I learned to drive. Misspent youth, I could drive a little bit anyway. However, Martin really, and I know you watch these, Martin, so I really want to say thank you for helping me with that. And it was about 2 weeks before my driving test, and I casually says to this customer, what do you do? He says, I'm a driving instructor. And I says, oh, I've got my driving test in a couple of weeks. And he says, oh, how have you been learning? And I says, a very good friend of mine, Martin's been coming to my house, leaving his car, getting in my car, I've been driving, blah, 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 blah. Now, Martin, not a driving instructor, but very patient, very calm, helped me out a lot. But then George says, have you done like parallel parking, reversing round a corner, emergency stops, that sort of stuff? And I was like, well, no, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And he's like, okay, do me a deal on the price of this tattoo. It wasn't this tattoo, must admit, it wasn't this one, it was one before this. Do me a deal on this tattoo, and I shall give you some hours of driving for free. And I'm like, I'm in. So give him a discount on the tattoo. I don't know if it was that night or the next day. I think it was a couple of days later, actually. Took me out in the car for like 3 or 4 hours, which is much more than the discount I gave him. So I felt bad, but he was fine with it. Done reversing around the corner, parallel parking. I'm really good at parking, if I do say so myself, especially reverse parking or parallel parking. It's
tooting your own horn, are you?
shut it, just eat your sandwich, dickhead. My wife made a driving joke there, just in case you missed that. She toot. But the emergency stop and the reversing around the corner, and he made it very clear that if you do a manoeuvre and it doesn't go well, vocalise that. So first thing, halfway through the test, he says, we're going to reverse round this corner. And pardon my French, but I made a total cunt of it. And I looked at the instructor and I was like, look, that was shit. I didn't like that. I'm going to do that again. And I didn't know until George explained to me, you can do that. And it shows awareness that you know that it wasn't great. So I redone it. And then somebody cut us up and I had an emergency stop. But thanks to George, I was prepared and blah, 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 blah. So that really helped. And since then, I've tattooed George, I don't know, maybe 10 times or something. He's been through a breakup. We covered up a name. We've done some clash tattoos. We've done some pretty rad stuff. So have you subscribed yet? So that's George's dragon. I'm sure there's a joke there somewhere. George's dragon, sweetheart. Someday in history with George's dragon. George slayed the dragon, didn't he? That English fella. Oh, she's flipping me the bird. I don't know. My wife, technically, folks, my wife is English. She was born in England. So she is English. And I don't know why, but she just flipped me off as soon as I mentioned England. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
You'll get married on St. George's.
I don't know. 23rd of April.
I know.
Oh, she knows. Anyway, back to this. This is why I don't record these unless it's perfectly quiet and I'm on my own. Because my wife, as much as I love her, she's giving me the wanker symbol now. Right, anyway, next. So yeah, this is the end result for George's Dragon, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. It's free, and it really helps me out. All right, peace.